Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. Today, we've got a mind-blowing story about none other than the infamous and feared Deadpool, or should we say his darkest side, Killer Wade Wilson. Get ready, because this story is packed with twists and surprises that will keep you hooked until the very last second. So let's dive in and uncover the truth behind the anti-hero we thought we knew so well. All right, listen up. You know Deadpool, right? The wisecracking, butt-kicking anti-hero we all love. But what if I told you there's a darker side to Wade Wilson? A version so twisted and terrifying, it'll make you rethink every laugh you've ever shared with him. Stick around, because this ain't the Deadpool you know. This is the story of Killer Wade Wilson. And trust me, it's gonna blow your mind. Okay, let's rewind a bit. Wade Wilson, before the mask, the jokes, and the chimichangas, was a guy with nothing to lose. Life beat him up, spit him out, and then kicked him while he was down. But even back then, there was a spark of something unhinged, something deadly. Wade wasn't always the hero type. Nope, he was a mercenary, basically a guy who'd do anything for money. Need someone taken out? Call Wade. Need a problem solved with a few broken bones? Wade's your guy. But here's the catch. He wasn't just good at it. He was too good. Almost like he enjoyed it. And then came the bombshell. Cancer. Stage 4. Game over, right? But instead of breaking him, it pushed him further into the darkness. He took bigger risks, deadlier jobs, and cared even less about the consequences. If you thought he was dangerous before, this was Wade with no leash. Here's where it gets wild. Some shady organization called Weapon X swooped in and said, "Hey, we can cure you. Just let us experiment on you a little." And Wade, he was desperate enough to say yes. Big mistake. Huge. Because what they did to him didn't just save his life. It twisted it. Imagine waking up and realizing your body heals faster than it gets hurt. Sounds cool, right? But what they don't tell you is that it hurts like hell every time. And it doesn't stop. Wade didn't just gain superpowers, he gained an endless cycle of pain. And let's just say, it didn't do wonders for his sanity. Wade's mind started slipping. The jokes got darker, the kills got bloodier, and suddenly the line between right and wrong didn't exist anymore. He wasn't just fighting bad guys, he was fighting anyone who got in his way. Friend, foe, innocent bystander, it didn't matter. Ever wonder why he wears the mask? It's not just for style, folks. Underneath, his face is a battlefield, scarred, burnt, and a constant reminder of what he's become. The mask isn't just to hide his identity, it's to hide the monster he sees in the mirror. Yeah, the jokes and the chimichangas, those are distractions. Every time Wade cracks a joke, he's covering up the fact that deep down, he's falling apart. It's like laughing in the face of your own nightmare, except his nightmare has a body count. Let's talk about the first time Wade completely snapped. A mission went south, he got double-crossed, and instead of just walking away, he took out everyone. The targets, the clients, the random guy sweeping the floor. They all went down. That was the day Killer Wade Wilson was born. Killer Wade doesn't follow rules. He doesn't have a moral code, a plan, or even a goal. He's like a tornado, random, destructive, and impossible to stop. You don't reason with him, you just hope you're not standing in his path. Every killer has an enemy, right? For Wade, it wasn't a superhero or a villain, it was himself. The part of him that wanted to do good kept clashing with the part of him that loved the kill. And let me tell you, that's a fight nobody wins. Oh, and did I mention the voices? Yeah, Wade's got a whole party going on in his brain. They egg him on, taunt him, and sometimes even try to stop him. But mostly, they just make the chaos louder. Here's the scariest part. The people who've survived Killer Wade's wrath don't have stories of bravery. They have stories of terror. Of a man who laughs while he kills, who toys with his victims like a cat with a mouse. Surviving Wade isn't lucky, it's traumatizing. You know those action movies where the hero takes a beating, but keeps getting back up? Now imagine that, but the hero is a killer who literally can't die. Bullets, knives, bombs, it doesn't matter. You can't stop him. All you can do is run. Wade wasn't always careful about who got caught in the crossfire. A kid playing in the wrong alley, a bystander too close to the action. If you were in the wrong place at the wrong time, you were fair game. And Wade, he'd just shrug and move on. They call him the Merc with a mouth. But Killer Wade, he's the Merc with no morals. Contracts didn't matter anymore. He didn't care who hired him, who the target was, or what the job was about. It was all just an excuse to let the killer loose. Sometimes late at night, Wade would catch a glimpse of who he used to be, the guy who fought for the little guy, who had something to live for. But those moments were fleeting, like a ghost, reminding him of a life he could never have again. Every now and then, Killer Wade did something good, almost by accident. Save a kid, take out a worse villain, stop a disaster. But here's the thing, he didn't do it because he cared. He did it because it was fun. And that's what makes him so dangerous. What pushed Wade over the edge for good? A betrayal so deep, it broke whatever humanity he had left. Friends turned against him, the love of his life gone. It wasn't just heartbreak, it was the kind of pain that turns a man into a monster. And here's where it gets ironic. Killer Wade exists in the shadow of Deadpool. Same guy, same powers, but Deadpool's the version who makes us laugh. Killer Wade, he's the version who keeps us up at night. Killer Wade isn't just hunted by heroes, he's hunted by everyone. Governments, villains, even former allies. But catching him, that's the impossible part. He's like a ghost that leaves bodies in his wake. Rumor has it, Killer Wade exists in alternate dimensions, versions of Wade where the darkness takes over completely. Those universes? They don't last long. Chaos doesn't build worlds, it destroys them. People don't whisper Killer Wade's name out of respect. They do it out of fear. He's not a legend. They know he's real. And if you ever hear that laugh in the dark, well, you better hope it's Deadpool. Wade doesn't stop. He doesn't rest. The fight isn't just external. It's in his mind, his heart, his soul. And every battle leaves a trail of destruction that no one can clean up. Here's the question that keeps everyone awake. What if Wade Wilson had made different choices? Could he have been a hero, a protector? Or was Killer Wade always lurking, waiting for the right moment to take over? Sometimes Killer Wade takes out someone truly evil, a dictator, a mass murderer, a corrupt leader. And in those moments, the world breathes a little easier. But even then, the question remains, is the world better with him or without him? No matter how hard anyone tries, Wade won't die. He can't. He's the unkillable killer, a force of nature that defies logic. And that makes him the most terrifying thing of all. It's not the kills that people remember. It's the laugh. That maniacal, bone-chilling laugh that echoes through the air before the carnage begins. It's not just a sound, it's a promise. Could Killer Wade ever be saved? Could he ever go back to being something more than a monster? Probably not. But sometimes even monsters surprise us. Killer Wade isn't just a man, he's a legend. Stories about him grow bigger with every kill, every laugh, every fight. But here's the thing. The reality is always worse than the legend. Fear isn't just an emotion, it's a weapon. And Killer Wade wields it like an artist, turning every victim into a masterpiece of terror. At the heart of it all, Killer Wade is just a man, a broken, twisted, unstoppable man. But it's that humanity that makes him so terrifying. He's not a monster by birth, he's a monster by choice. Here's the ultimate punchline. Killer Wade Wilson doesn't care if you're laughing, crying, or screaming. To him, it's all the same. The world's a joke, and he's the punchline. So what do you think? Is Killer Wade Wilson a cautionary tale or a nightmare we can't escape? Either way, he's out there. And the next time you hear that laugh, well, let's hope it's not aimed at you. Hey everyone, I hope this video brought something special to you. Here on our channel, we've got new content every day created with you in mind. So if you can, make sure to subscribe, drop a like, and share your suggestions in the comments. We love hearing what you want to see, and we're always working to create exactly what you ask for. Thank you.